Oh shit. What happened, man? I want to buy one cruiser or an adventure motorcycle in 300 to 600cc segment. And today I am renting this motorcycle for around 6 to 7 hours. And I will be taking this motorcycle to off-road. Let's see how it goes. I'm so excited to ride this. I've already ridden this. I took the test ride, but you know, you only get around 5 to 10 minutes to test ride a motorcycle, right? You don't get to feel the actual power, actual performance of that motorcycle if you're just riding it for a test ride. So that's the reason why I have rented this motorcycle, to see the actual performance of KTM Adventure 390. I don't see this power delivery in neither in BMW GS nor in Himalayan. For adventure motorcycles, power is not a big deal. It is not a mandatory requirement. Since I'm used to my Duke 790, which is a Hooligan packed with a lot of torque, if I downgrade, right, if I have to go to Himalayan, it takes a bit of time for me to adopt to that motorcycle. The most important factor in adventure motorcycle is how it performs in lower revs, right? Himalayan, boss, that is made for off-road. I literally loved it. That's an awesome package. I'm talking about Himalayan. For that price range, it's 2.5 lakhs in Bengaluru. I don't know about the other states. The suspension is slightly on the stiffer side compared to Himalayan and BMW 310 GS Adventure. This commanding riding posture in this bike is awesome. It's the same feeling like you're driving an SUV car. I am 5'10", as you can see. I can keep my feet flat on the ground, and you got a lot of room to move your butt back and forth, man. Quick shifter. Oh, all these humps are like cakewalk. See, quick shifter is awesome in this bike, man. Not bad. Power delivery, man, awesome. But still, I get to know once I take it to the off-road, right, how it performs in lower revs. Braking is also nice. Let me put my gloves on. Now I'm going to a place called Dabbaguli. That's an awesome destination. It's kind of a remote place. Many people don't know about that place. Let me check the acceleration. Good, man, not bad at all. I have owned two Duke 390s. I sold both the Dukes, but the power delivery is slightly linear in this ADV 390 compared to Duke 390. I'm talking about the BS4 Duke 390. I have not ridden the new BS6 Duke 390. I like the way they have designed the seat. It's a flat seat, by the way, and you got the room to move around, right? See, I can move back and forth. Adventure bike with 43 horses and a lot of torque. It's a deadly combination again. Man, I tried to tie the bag with a bungee cord. I don't know, man, it's not working. But in Himalaya, we got a lot of options. You know, the extended rack, which helps to tie your bag easily with a bungee cord. But in this, I think we need to get some accessories mounted, like the saddle stay or the top rack, something like that.
But mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working here today is evidence of that.
Let me move now. Oh. What is this, man? Look at the hut in a tree. Now let me head towards the destination. I'm running out of time. ಅಲ್ಲಿದ್ದು ಬಂದು ಚಕ್ರ ಸಿಗಾಕೊಳುತ್ತೆ. Nice location, man. ಬಿಡಪ್ಪ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಎತ್ತುಗಳು. ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್.
ಕಾರ್ ಇದೆ,
ಹಾಂ
ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಗೇಟ್ ಲಾಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದಂತ ಕಾಯ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಹಾಂ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್. ಆಫ್ ರೋಡ್. ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಸರ್. ಬಿಲ್ಲ ಹಾಂ ಹಾಕ್ದೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಣತ್ತೆ ಈ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಹಣ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಣತ್ತೆ 6 ಗಂಟೆ ಟೈಮ್.
ನಾನಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಟಕ್ಕಂತ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಇದು ಗಾಡಿ ಬೇಗ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. That forest officer was saying leave before it's getting dark because wild animals, especially elephants, will be crossing the road and it's not safe for the tourists. So he said if it's going to be too late, you either stay down there and go early in morning or you leave right away. That's what he said. I said no problem sir, this is an off-road bike, I can leave pretty soon, not to worry. It doesn't take much of time for me to go through these off-road. He said okay, then just make sure you leave soon before it is getting too dark. Good man. This bike is also awesome in off-road. Performance is nice. Somewhere down the line I felt Himalaya is made for off-road. This is also good. Come on. Oh shit, what happened, man? You know, the cops were telling me something went wrong with the tractor, and see, that is what happened with them. Very bad, man. In that accident somebody died, it seems. Almost reached. Nice. Okay. Oh. It was fun riding this bike. Look at this beautiful location. Sunset is happening. It's almost 5:45 and this is the time where wild animals will come down to this place, to the other side of the river, to drink water, especially elephants. I've heard from the localites. I'm just waiting if I get to spot any wild animals out there. I already saw some peacocks there and monkeys, wild boar. I didn't see any elephants. The name of this place is Dabbagulli. It's hardly around 100 kilometers from Bengaluru and this is Kaveri River. Guys, if you have not watched my previous video, I have already ridden Royal Enfield Himalayan as well to the same place. And to summarize my riding experience after riding both the bikes, this Adventure 390 and Royal Enfield Himalayan. Royal Enfield Himalayan is made for off-road, guys. It slightly performed better than KTM Adventure 390 in my opinion. Himalayan's performance in lower revs is awesome. That is what I liked in that bike. There's another bike in my list, that's BMW 310 GS Adventure. I'm planning to rent that bike as well for a day or so to see how it performs on off-road and in different roads. Apart from these three bikes, I got three more bikes in my list. That's Honda Highness CB350, Royal Enfield Meteor, and the next level adventure bike, that's Triumph Tiger. I already rode Triumph Tiger GT and Triumph Tiger Rally Pro, next level bike. If I had to buy that bike, I may have to sell my Duke 790 and add more money to buy Triumph Tiger. But as of now, I haven't decided it. So let's see how it goes, guys. And thank you for watching and you will see me in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye. Main thing that I liked in this bike is lightweight. Himalaya used to get stuck in the sand, but this is not getting stuck. This goes on. I need to escape from this place as early as possible. It's not safe after 6 PM and it's getting dark. Wild fox, wild fox, wild fox, one more. Oh, peacock, peacock over there, one more. Already saw. Hey. Superb. Hopefully elephants don't come on my way. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದ್ರು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ? 25 ಜನ ಆ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಜನ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರಾ?
ಕಂಬಿ ಬಂದಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಫುಲ್ ಸಮದಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಇವನು ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಡ್ರೈವರೇ, ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೋಗವನೆ, ಒಂದ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೊಡ್ದವನೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಫುಲ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಬಂದಿಂದ ರಾಡ ಬಂದಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಕಟ್ಟಾಗೋಯ್ತು, ಇದು ಎತ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇಟ್ಟು. ಇವಾಗ ಹೋಗು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ತೊಂದ್ರೆನೆ, ಹೇಗ್ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದೆ.
ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಪ್ಪ, ಬರೋಣ. If I see any elephant, I'll have to stop, shouldn't honk, you know, stay still. If it is trying to attack you, then just blink the light, and if it's on an aggressive mode, leave the bike and run away. That's what he said. See, these guys are localites.